How are you, son?
Good, are we off?
We're in.
Up and running.
We're in, mate. We've flicked them on. We're on.
I'm very excited about this.
I'm really excited.
There's been a clamour, hasn't there? They've been clamouring for him. You know, like some managers, the fans like clamour for their heads. They want them. They want them gone. Like, well, they want this guy in.
He's fresh, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like making numbers across all the social media platforms. He's making tremors.
He's doing things. He's doing bits, as the kids would say. But there is an assistant manager slot available, and today we are going to interview someone for that role.
Not sure he'll want to leave his beloved team because
things can change like that in football, as you know.
Oh yeah.
You know. So,
we're going to find out what he's really about.
I'd like to see what he's about. So let's welcome to FC Bullard, Royal Oak assistant manager, Steve Bracknall. Hi, Steve.
Stevie boy.
I've waited a long time to hear that intro, me. I've been a big fan of this for a long while.
Have you?
Really?
It's an absolute honour and a privilege, lads. Thank you very much. And I'm filling up already.
Really? Thanks for coming down, mate. Because I know... Where you from, Sheffield, is it?
Sheffield. And I said to our Nick, he's rang me Jimmy. Jimmy who? Jimmy Bullard. And she knows who you are because you were a character you said, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then she says, who's he do it with? I says, Fenners from Soccer AM. She went, you're joking because... Listen, Jimmy, I watch you week in, week out, mate.
Thanks, mate, yeah.
Fenners, you were a staple part of me and our Nicky's life together, really. That's how important that programme were. So to be asked down, I've took a day's annual leave from sparking. So to be asked down here, she's got me Oyster card and all that sort of that. It's an absolute privilege, so thank you very much.
I love it. So you cracked me out. I'm so sorry. So are you really Sparky by trade? Is that what you do, or is it full-time your management now? What's the script?
No, full-time Sparky. Paul Sampson, first team manager, he owns an electrical firm.
Yeah.
PS Electrics in Sheffield. So I work for him. And then, but obviously, I had 3 weeks annual leave saved up me. Then November, a clip went viral, lot's gone. I says to our Nicky, I'm going to have to have some media days. She went, media days? I says, media days, press duties for Royal Oak. Because Paul Sampson don't want to front it. I can't put any lads up because they're not media trained and we've got to think about reputation at club. So I'm fronting it all.
Yeah.
And it's not an ego trip or all like that. It's about fronting brand, fronting club up. So this is just part and parcel. So when your two asked, I was straight down. Straight on train line. Get it booked.
Yeah, because literally, look, we've been watching him for a long time. Yeah. And I thought, just hit you. I slipped into your DMs, didn't I? Left you my number.
Joe were on floor when you did.
Oh, bless you. Left you my number. Jim, it's Steve, straight on me. So thank you.
I didn't want to look too eager, but I think it was about 13 seconds after, weren't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, it was sharp, Steve.
I was like that in car. I had to pull off. I didn't lay by. I says, all right. I thought someone was winding me up, but then I looked. I thought he's got blue tick because I've learnt all about that now.
Yeah. Blue tick's big, isn't it?
Blue tick shows that they're legit.
Real deal.
Because our Olivia, my daughter, she runs all my socials. She says, Dad, you got to get a blue tick. I went, Olivia, get me a blue tick. She got me one. So now I'm legit. So I knew it was coming through proper channels.
You can get a blue tick now, though, can't you?
You can buy them.
Without earning them, like.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, anyone can have them.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Absolute joke.
Blue tick game's gone. So we're going to interview you via the premise of an interview to see if, you know, it might be something you'd be interested in. And obviously we need to understand a little bit about your footballing philosophies and the way you see things to make sure that, you know, there's a synergy there, there's a good fit. So do you want to just give us a little bit of background into how you became the assistant at the Oak?
I mean, if I'd have known it were going to be this formal, I'd have done a PowerPoint presentation, but let's be frank, I'll freestyle it. Where did my beginnings in game, I was a player. I always loved playing me. I used to love it. Sundays, Saturdays, Mondays, there weren't a day went by that I didn't want to play a game of football. Cut a long story short, I had a very bad injury. I played semi-pro for Matt Lockdown. I went right, knee went left, did ACL, full tear anterior cruciate ligament, heartbreaking. I was sparking, I was all over at that time. I was going up to Aberdeen, refitting shops, down to Croydon, wherever, you name it, I was there. And I had to come home for rehab. They had me in an hydro pool in Rotherham, doing like netball exercises with these old women who got hip replacements. It was humbling, very humbling. Honestly,
really?
And I knew career would over then. That were done and dusted. And probably that next 12 months were lowest in my life.
Tough.
If I'm honest. Not being able to... It weren't so much game, it were camaraderie before and after in pub and trains. You'll know all about it, Jimmy.
Loved it, yeah, miss it.
I missed it, and I were in a low way, and I remember what happened is one Sunday afternoon, I'm in tap room with Paul Sampson, Tommy and Housey and Winnie were here, it all come rushing out of me. There were tears in eyes. I missed game. I need to get back in touch. They all saying, Steve, do your badges. I says, no chance. I'm not having someone load it over me saying, yes, you've passed.
Yeah. Do you not believe in the badges?
I don't believe in
route?
it.
Right, okay.
I don't believe in it. I believe in experience.
Yeah.
And since this period, I've done 25 years on touchline. I've done 25 years in all weathers, piss, wet, rain,
Yeah,
snow,
but not as a
sleet.
manager.
As an assistant manager.
Right, okay.
But I don't get hung up on titles.
People do that.
People do. I don't get hung up on... Listen, amount of times Paul's gone to La Manga golfing, left me to Old Fort for 3 weeks. I've done that role. A lot of pressure on it. But and that's where it was formed. And ever since then, yes, I'm a one-club man. Royal Oak. So if I were to get involved with your guys in FC Bullard, I'd need a grace period. A period to adapt. Let's talk about that. But listen, cut me open and I bleed grassroots football. So...
That's what you're about.
That's what I'm about.
So, as director of football, I'm the director of football, Steve.
Already I've got a
Jimmy's
distrust with title of that.
Really?
Because we've seen them come and go.
Okay.
I think Radcliffe's had 3 since he came in.
Right, well, okay. So I'd like to talk a little bit about your kind of football and philosophy, style of play. If you were to come in, you know, what sort of players maybe would you be looking to recruit alongside myself and the manager, of course, but you know, what would be, you know, you'll be taking training, you know, you'll be out on your training field, you'll be doing the sessions. What's the, you know, talk us through your philosophy.
It's very topical, Fenners, very topical, because I sat down Sunday afternoon, I didn't go to Oak, I watched that Man United Man City, an absolute disgrace. From the minute it kicked off to when they were walking off pitch, it was a disgrace. They passed me to death, and I blame Pep. That firmly sits at Pep Guardiola's feet because they've passed. It was the same with Southgate in summer and previous summers. Let's play it. That everyone's obsessed with stats and data now. You've heard me say it online. XG this, XG that, and I remember saying to Tommy Marstriker, "What's XG mean?" He went, "Expected goal, Steve." And I said, "I expect him every fucking week, Tommy." That's what I fucking signed you for, mate.
Yeah.
To fucking score like. He went, "No, it don't work like that." I says, "Right." So they understand. Anyway, I get all that. So data and stats and numbers. If you want someone on a laptop, that's not me, mate. All right? I'm not going to get my protractor out to try and win Rose and Crown on a Sunday.
No.
What do I look for in a player?
Yeah, let me give you an example. A striker. What do you look for? Tommy, you're a
I
striker.
want a big lad.
You want a big lad, yeah.
We've coached number 9's Arctic. Why is Ireland worth hundreds and whatever million now? Because there's only one left. Kane's same. We've coached it out of him. Oh, he's technical this, technical that. Whatever happened, I don't know if you're going to catch... Stand up, Jimmy. I don't know if you'll catch this on camera.
Phone it.
You're a defender.
Yeah.
I'm striker.
Yeah.
That's my job. That's my job. To protect that.
Yeah.
Get my arse into you.
Yeah.
My elbows up. That's my job.
Yes.
And that's all I'm asking of my strikers. Sorry if you've lost sound here, but I had to replicate that.
Yeah.
So I want a big man up top.
Yep.
I need an arrogant number 10. I want a shit house. I want someone who's going to cause me problems in changing rooms. Because all best number 10s, Cantona.
Yeah.
What did Fergie win? He went and got Cantona.
Little bit
collar
aggro.
up, attitude. He was, all right, I don't want him volleying fans in head. I get that. There's a level, there's a line. But I want someone who's going to keep me on my toes. You know,
I love
where
it.
is he? He's rocks up 2 minutes before. But because them players, they create the magic. So I'd set at 10, feed off number 9 scraps. Feed off scraps. If it bounces off him, feed off scraps. They're laughing, they're making me laugh, Jimmy. We can laugh, but it's a serious matter, isn't it? And then wingers and fullbacks up and down and bombing on. Bombing on. Don't stop. I'm telling you now. That man's a nervous laugh, Jimmy. I don't know what you're cracking up at.
Mine's a real laugh.
I'm telling you, mate. We've lost
got
it.
scraps.
Premiership's fucking lost it. And then in middle at Park, all right, I'm jumping through positions. We'll run out of questions. I want an engine. Don't stop.
Midfield.
A piston.
Yeah. I can
and
relate
it just
to that.
carries on.
Yeah, of course.
It carries on. A Kante, someone like that.
Yeah, and have you got a captain at the Oak? Who's your captain?
Well, we did have a captain. It was Matt Wynne, and he was my number 10.
Right.
However, and I'm sorry for viewers here, I caught him in toilets with my substitute
Right.
in Royal Oak.
Yeah.
They said they weren't doing untoward.
Yeah.
I couldn't prove it. We had an internal investigation. I stripped him at captaincy.
Straight
so
out.
discipline.
You don't take no shit.
No, for discipline
Right,
and how
okay.
we represent. I tell lads me on a Sunday, listen. Well, I tell them in training, not only do you represent Royal Oak FC on the pitch, you represent it off it. So if that woman in Asda needs door opening, go and fucking open it. Because she'll say, that number 10 at Royal Oak is respectful, he's got old school. Because Ferguson used to do that.
No,
What did Fergie used to do? He used to go and see the mother first. What qualifications has he got? Is he a nice lad?
Yeah.
Is he polite? Does he say please and thank you? That's what I want. So when Winnie were acting go in Royal Oak toilets and bringing Terry and June, landlord and landlady, into disrepute, I cut it out straight away. And again, Tommy, striker, he's been with us 18 years. All right, he's having a gold round, but I wanted to, that were the way of me bolstering his confidence, because striking is a confidence game.
It's good to know that, though, that the person's important, first and foremost. It's
Absolutely vital. Man management, it means world to me, and that'd be a big thing for me with FC Bullard.
We were chatting about Craig Bellamy earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
He was on the Monday Night Football talking about some of his non-negotiables, and I'm sure you've got some of those. So he was talking about things like not swapping shirts, not letting the badge touch the floor.
Agreed.
Being on time, not suffering any tardiness, fines. Is he sort of singing from your
Very much. It's about discipline. It's about there's boundaries. There's got to be boundaries in place. Winnie bringing a different girl every week in, week out.
Who was that?
Winnie, number 10.
Right, okay.
Who's this week? Oh, it's Jessica. Who was it next week? Rachel. I were confusing names, offending lasses. It were all getting messy. I says, Winnie, cut it out. Because we have
What's he like then? Is he a bit of a character? This winner? What, up to no good?
Other week,
Why is it always the 10s do this?
But this is what I mean. You've got to take rough with smooth with him. Look at Diego. All right, I'm not equating Winnie to Diego Maradona, but in a way, there's a similarity there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he does out untoward that way, but and it's about how I manage that.
Yeah.
But when he started acting up in Royal Oak, he crossed the line. And yeah, my substitute Housey, for example, he still to this day owes £18. Well, it were £11.50. He's not paid for the last 2 weeks. He owes £18.50, and I've told him club don't run on fresh air. Steve, I'll get it. Yeah. So that's why last week I introduced a sum up machine.
A what?
A sum up machine. Contactless payments on touchline. Oh, the face went fucking, the jaws dropped. I says, that's it. You think I would have, because they think I'm a Luddite.
Yeah.
I won't introduce these methods, but since going viral, I've had to embrace new technology.
Right.
And that's why now it's going to be beep, 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 straight in. And if they take 2%, sum up, whatever. And if that means I have to fill out a tax reform form, whatever it is, so be it.
Yeah.
It's about cleaning job up behind the scenes. I hope this is spelling out a clear picture to you all. It's starting to build a picture up of my philosophy.
What it's showing to me is that you are traditional, although but forward thinking, which I think is really important for any walk of life. Now, there's only one Steve Bracknall, but if we were to look back and think about managers who maybe inspired you, who would be on that list?
Well, before I get on to that, I think I get lumped into Allardyce and Dyche style of thinking. I think they're misrepresented. I know for a fact Allardyce were big on diet and all that, and I've tried to be big on diet. I've said to him, pasta and Mars bar, no problem. What I can't have is Chinese munchie boxes, red doner meat night before game and that, because you can tell when they've had it because they stink of garlic, they stink of ale, and they're in bushes. Have you got any bog roll, Stephen? It's an absolute fiasco before game, and I've said, lads, you're going to cut it out, get carbs in it, chocolate, sugar rush. I remember Rio Ferdinand eating Jaffa cakes and that. No wrong with a Jaffa cake. I bring a pack now. I said, Bob the Bucket, go and get a multi-pack. Stock up for the season. Your question with who me though. I'm diverting question, but there is only one Steve Bracknall. But what's right annoying me online at the minute is they all keep calling me that Steve Bagshaw. No, honestly, I've started on that Cameo app. Do you know when you can order a video off me?
Yeah.
And they're coming through thinking it's Steve. Hi, Steve. Can you do me a message from our daughter? She's studying at York University. She's very worried about the extinction of the certain dolphins. I'm saying, excuse me, love, I think you've got the wrong person. I'm Steve Bracknall, not Steve Bagshaw. Yeah. And I won't charge him. I'll send it back. Anyway, to answer your question, Clough and Ferguson, mate.
Yeah.
Clough and Fergie. I grew up in a time where Ferguson... And people forget about Fergie. He had an hard edge.
Yeah.
He softened later in life, but he was a fucking bastard in the 90s. And you didn't mess with him. And what did he do when Cantona kicked that kid?
Go on.
Backed him.
Yeah.
Backed him. Because I'm a Sheffield
Think
Wednesday...
that's the right thing to do, though?
100%. I'm a Sheffield Wednesday fan, me. And Di Canio, when he pushed that ref and he did that chicken dance, Wednesday hung him out to dry. Of course, Mr. Redknapp got him on cheap. Rest's history, but Wednesday didn't back the man who was a star player at the time. You've got to back your star players. So when Winner is in bogs, yeah, I'll discipline him, but then I'll reintroduce him back into the squad because I know on 69th minute, 0-0, away, piss wet rain, he's going to create your magic.
Yeah.
But Clough and Fergie, to answer your question.
I love it. Just go back on them Cameo videos. How much do you charge being a manager for them videos?
This is a very contentious issue because I don't like taking money off fans, but 30 quid.
That's very
At links in my bio.
Yeah.
I do a good job. I put my heart and soul into it, but that's just the way I listen. I'd love a Sheikh Mansour to come over and spend money on Royal Oak FC, but let's be real. They don't see much potential in Sheffield Sunday Imperial League, so I've got to think of ways of getting fun. And every penny made from that is reinvested back into Royal Oak FC.
Is that the shirt there? Is that the current?
That's the shirt.
Yeah, let's have a little butchers.
I don't know where cameras are.
Oh, Dave's carpets do you right.
Well,
then?
there's a story in that and all.
Go on.
Well, 3 years ago, absolutely, yeah, I have feeling it. Beautiful shirt, like we don't sell crap.
Smell that carpet.
Well, you say that though, but everybody who comes in Royal Oak, because it's sponsored by Carpet Daves, he said, good at Royal Oak, mention my name, and you'll get 20% off underlay and grippers, and he'll fit your carpet, and he'll do your quote for now, if you're a Royal Oak fan. So
20% off underlay
and grippers, and then free quote for you know. Well, what happened is we were absolutely days away from extinction, from going under. Rents went up on pitch. This is post-COVID. During COVID, rents were going up on pitch. Blah, 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 blah. And there were a local car salesman called Gary Wainwright sniffing. He spoke at 8 game. I'll do you this. I'll give you a minute. I'll buy you the minibus. I'll get you new tracksuits. Blah, 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 blah. And hands up, I fell up line and sinker for it. I was meeting him for curries. I was meeting him in Royal Oak. Anyway, long story short, he delayed. We've seen him. Football, it's full of sharks. Meetings went on and on and on, and then he starts talking about, well, maybe we should change badge. Maybe we should change colour of kit. And then fucking red flags came. I thought, hold on a minute, what are we doing here? Because we saw it with Vincent Tan at Cardiff. Remember when they played in red?
Yeah.
And I says, hold on a minute. Anyway, we were catch-22. Do we sell our soul or do we go out of business? Did quiz. I host quiz in Royal Oak on a Thursday night. I'm doing quiz one night. He comes in, Carpet Dave, pulls me outside, he puts 200 quid in my top pocket. He went, that's for you. I says, I don't owe me money, Dave. He went, that's for the club. Well, I could have fucking ruined it and then like saved us.
Really?
He says, listen, I'll give you cash, but I want sponsorship. So there we go, Carpet Dave's carpet's done right. So bloke, honestly, there should be a statue of bloke in car park if it were up to me. He's got gout at minute and he's on mobility scooter, so there's a cash flow problem again. So we're back to square one. So that's why I launched Cameo videos.
Yeah.
Can I? Sorry, again. Look, going back to the fact that you are your own man, but we're aiming for big things for FC Bullard, and appearance is important, and just wanted to kind of like get your thoughts on if you were to be on the touchline for us. Would you think about like maybe suiting up or would you suiting and booted or would you, is that a non-negotiable?
I've got a very clear answer for you. In a word, no. I've got my outfit. I know what I feel comfortable in. The Sunday League Parks are my stage, and I'll dress accordingly. However, mark my words, and this is a promise to you, Jimmy, and a promise to you, Fenners. If we got to a cup final, it'd be best suit, and I'd even go waistcoat. And I'd even have badge on suit. I've got respect for cup finals, and I've got respect, unlike some, mentioning no names, because to turn up to FA Cup final like it's a fucking casual mealed out fucking gastropub. And it fucking winds me up. Get your suit on, lead your boys out. It's proudest day of your life.
Yeah.
I would be suiting up for cup final for FC Bullard.
I love it.
Before we go any further, and I can't believe I haven't asked this, you don't play Sundays, do you?
No.
That's all right then, we can carry on.
We don't play at all at the minute. We're still trying to build the club.
Yeah, but
I won't be able to do Sundays.
No, that's
Or
fair
Tuesday nights.
Oh, quiz.
No. Training for Royal Oak, but I can move that.
Yeah.
We can work on that. I just needed to make sure Sundays were free, like that's my day.
And transport links are pretty good, aren't they? So
you can get anywhere nowadays.
I'll tell you what I would like to do.
Yeah.
FC Bullard, the Oak, game together. See what he's really like on the sideline.
Ooh. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Get together, create a little an event.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the fans
You're
involved.
coming up to us though, because let's be frank, I've got trained down today.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
all right,
fair
yeah,
dues,
yeah,
Right from Doncaster. I've driven from Sheffield to Doncaster. I've gone on all trains. You'll know that one because you played for them. So I think you should come up to play us. And I'll be frank with you, you'll get a right hostile reception. Nah, then.
Yeah.
I reckon 3 weeks ago we played against Pittsmore. We took a rate firm. 16 turned up.
16
turned up, minibus. It were absolutely rocking.
Okay.
And I reckon if they know you're touring in town, might fill 3.
Right, okay.
But Mark's Travel, who does airport runs, he'll provide all that. You don't have to worry about that. Well, even if you want to meet at Royal Oak, we'll go as a sign of solidarity. We'll go together and convoy.
What's it a pint in the Oak? How much is it?
Fucking hell! I suck Moretti, and that's not cheap. Think it's you're not getting no change out of a £5.
Oh, really? Even up the road, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay. I think that's a good idea. How many do you think we'd bring? 250?
Oh, yeah.
I think we'd bring 250.
More banded.
200. I think we'd bring 200.
You might be faced with a stewarding bill, I'll be frank, because last thing I want is Sheffield, Hallamshire FA saying, why are you having unorganised
of course.
We've got to think about crowd safety.
We'll be all right with a couple of hundred. We'll be all right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. All right.
But I'll talk to powers that be and make sure we're safe. We could play at Stocksbridge where Jamie Vardy made his name. They've even got a stand named after him because he was a good friend of mine, Jamie.
Was he?
Very good friend of mine.
Okay.
And I was one who told him when he were pissing it up wall, fucking get your head on game. And when he went to Halifax, and that's when it all changed for him.
Right, okay.
Are there rooms at the Oak?
No. There is upstairs, but that's for cleaner and you don't want to end up topping and tailing with me. No. But I can get your hotel and that.
We'll get a hotel,
and
right.
what they'll do is they'll put your 8 breakfast on. Then he puts an 8 spread on. They'll be
really
full English, all that, job lot, like unlimited tea and coffee. He's a right nice bloke, Teddy landlord.
Right, okay. I think that's a good gig, that.
Yeah.
We'll go up there, we'll get a little event. Could be one of our first games.
Have you seen Arcade? Have you seen Arcade?
No, but let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
So, because you've got your...
That's smart, that. That's smart, that. That's giving me like 1993 Channel 4 Juventus vibes, that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like you got together as one. On the back we got...
Oh,
That's his catchphrase. Go and do it.
You're right.
There you go.
Fly close to the sun. I love it. It's beautiful kit.
Nice kit, innit?
Be easy to slag it off, but I can't. That looks absolute.
It's got bulldogs in it. You see it?
I'm getting Roberto Baggio vibes from it.
So do you want you tell him, Jim, the story of the pirates?
No, go on, you crack
All right.
on.
So Jimmy had an idea. We're the pirates, right? So you see, it's a bulldog, but it's got pirate's patch over the eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the idea is we're gonna come and we're gonna steal the points. We're like the kind of.
We're going to take what's theirs.
We're gonna take what is your. We're gonna come.
We're like the thieves of football.
We're gonna plunder.
It's already started this,
so when
isn't it? I can see fucking Eddie Hearn one in this.
So when we come up to your neck of the woods, that's gonna be, what we're gonna be.
We can give you that as a gift, can't we?
Yeah.
That's a gift to you.
Have that.
Well,
that's a gift
that's
to you and the
I
oak.
like it. I like
know what I mean?
formalities.
Because I want you to understand, we're not trying to pull you away from the oak.
No.
Like
Impossible, to be frank. I ain't come down for that. That's a non-negotiable.
Here, mate. Yeah, that's yours. Lovely shirt.
I mean, look at that. They look well together.
Don't they? Both gone for the stripe.
Inter Milan versus Juventus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Love it.
Grassroots style.
Love that. What's your pitch like? Is it
Yeah,
all right?
what's-
Because I'm thinking it's like I'm thinking it's like a pre-season. Are you?
Well, Sheffield's built on
Yeah.
7 hills like Rome, and that's where its similarities end. But we'll have a toss-up. Whoever shoots uphill first, will shoot downhill first. Usually I like to go downhill first, get in lead,
Yeah.
and then fucking low block. They call it low block now. It's 2 banks of 4, innit?
Yeah.
You know, defend it's called, innit?
They just use different words now.
Oh,
don't
transitioning. This is the fucking... Well, they all... I've heard it all. Transitioning. It means moving it.
they? Yeah.
It means moving.
Of course it does.
What's
What's your keeper like? You got a big
Oh,
solid
Robbie,
number one.
safe as houses, steady.
Yeah.
He's one that actually turns up. He's
Right.
reliable. I'm not messing about. I don't want a lady goalkeeper. All this Agita. Nah.
You want something nice, steady as a rock,
Does
don't
he
you?
does he play out from the back? Is he
No, it fucking goes.
launching?
It fucking on them pitches with bobbles and divots. It fucking goes.
You got nets?
Of course, we've got nets. It's
Fucking cool.
not 1955, Fenners. We've got nets and netted. Bob the Bucket will turn up early,
Does it all?
very early. We're trying to raise enough money through cameos to build a porter cabin.
Yeah.
Because at the minute we're getting changed on bandstand.
Yeah.
And when they're walking kids and dogs and that, and there's 14 naked blokes, I don't want that. I don't want that association. I want some nice, clean porter cabins. All right, water might turn cold for you a lot if we have showers. We
what
play
it is,
every
though,
cricket,
isn't it?
but
All right,
that's
yeah.
how it goes. But porter cabins, then Bob the Bucket will come up. First thing we do is Scowart's pitch for dog shit. Get that off. Any glass.
Any
So-
white dog shit? You don't see a lot of
Can't
white.
see, no,
No, you
no.
know-
Do you know when
you know why?
I first started in this game, it would outrage white
You know
dog shit.
why? Because people pick it up. Because people now go around with poo bags when a dog does a poo
I
and
don't
pick it up.
I don't
Back
think
in the
it
old
is.
days,
It's because of the penicillin's taken out of dog
to be
food.
fair,
Penicillin's taken out of dog food. There's
That's
something
why it
taken
is.
out of diet. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
I walk our bonehead everywhere.
Yeah.
Up and down
What
everywhere.
dog's that? What is it?
Labrador. I have to think then. He's a Labrador, our bonehead, but no, he'll scout pitch for dog shit and glass. We don't want none of that.
No.
You know, I'm saying it's going to be hostile. We're not going to fucking leave weapons out for the or
No,
make you
of
go
course
blind
not.
with white dog shit. I've got respect on that front, and then we'll put nets up, corner flags, and then it's down to drills like.
Yeah. Do you do all the training? Do you do all the warm ups?
I like to be. I'm very hands on.
hands-on, yeah.
Paul not so much. Paul likes to watch and observe.
Right.
I'm hands on.
running, do you get a lot of
Oh,
running?
not
or-
many. I fucked up last pre-season, to be frank with you. Old Tommy came back severely overweight. He'd just done all-inclusive in Ludeni's in Turkey. He come back. I brought weighing scales down. They went, Steve, that's a bit overkill. I says, I don't give a fuck. I thought you didn't give a shit about data. I went, well, this, where it comes to stones and pounds, I do. So he stood on it, nearly broke him. I says, Tommy. Anyway, I got him wrapped up in bin liner because I'd read somewhere, I think it was in Tenny Venable's autobiography, that Gaza, for one at World, might have been Euro 96, were running in Texan Desert in a black bin liner. So I thought, that'll do me, because he had a good tournament. So I wraps him up in black bin liner, Tommy. I nearly killed kid. He fucking dehydrated. I had to end up in A&E with him. He went, Steve, you're cruel, you were a bully. I says, Tommy, I didn't think you'd fucking lose that much. Apparently it was something to do with salts or something.
Yeah.
But Nicky said you should have given him some of them electrolytes. I went, Nicky, I'm a sparky and I've never even heard of him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I nearly killed the kid, but you learn every season. And science changes.
Yeah.
I played
love
against Emily News once.
Shut up.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Good player.
In Spain. Do you remember John
How did that-
Gidman? Remember
No.
John Gidman? So John Gidman, he used to play for Man United, and I think he played for Villa, but he lived out in the Costa del Sol, I think. And he put this game on, and he got, so it was like the Badgers, the Soccer M Badgers, and he got Jimmy Case was playing,
What, you played against all them?
Phil Neal, but Emily News had a bin bag on. He was
While he played?
Yeah,
Well, he obviously...
yeah, but you can hear him coming as well. You can hear him coming.
Yeah, Russell. The old
No
rustler.
need for man on, is there?
No.
Fucking Aldi bags fucking coming up behind.
I wanted to ask, after the game, you go back to the Oak. Is it important they all go back to the Oak?
On two fronts, really. One, because I promised Terry and June when I started at club we'd put some money behind bar on wet side.
Yeah.
So I said to him, look, it'll be a fucking Weatherspoons if you're not careful. And that soon puts them into action. And then two, it's good for team bonding. Win, lose.
Yeah.
I remember losing to Nag's Head in Blade Super Draw quarter final. It's my darkest day of my career. And only thing I wanted to do was go home, put fucking covers over my head, shut curtains and forget about it. I were heartbroken because they had our biggest rivals. I'm still heartbroken now thinking about this whole 121st minute. Fucking near post header with that. And last thing I wanted to do, and Nikki says no. Nikki, she's a good woman, Nikki. I absolutely adore her. She's like, Fergie had Barbara, I've got our Nikki.
Yeah.
And she says, no, Steve, you go to Royal Oak. You go in front of up. Them lads need you. And I'll never forget that afternoon. We stood side by side at bar, together as one. And we had a good drink. And it, it one of the best things I ever did because karaoke come out, ashtrays come out, we shut curtains, we had a proper lock-in. And lads, we all turn to each other and says, we carry on.
Sweet.
We carry on.
Yeah.
You've got to be that. You've got to be in trenches.
Win and lose together, right?
Yeah.
I like that. So after the game, can we go back to the Oak and
more than
have a
welcome?
Right go,
We'll put you a rate spread on. You can either have hot buffet.
Do you have roasties and all that at the bar?
You can either have hot buffet.
Cockles? Winkles?
No, we're not cockneys.
No, you're not. No.
Nah.
But would you do that for us if we come down?
If you want seafood, we'll do the seafood platter. Crab steaks, whelks, mussels, prawns.
Bit of pie mash? What do you eat up there? Pie mash? What's your...
Pork pie.
Pork pie, yeah.
Do you do bits of cheese, like cubes of cheese and stuff like that? That's what you get up in like Middlesbrough.
We eat cheese up north, yeah.
No, in like Teesside League, you go when I played up there.
Cheese and pineapple on a stick.
No, you wouldn't honestly. No, you'd have like cheese cubes, like a little snack. They just put them on the side of the bar.
I'm laughing.
I'm joking.
Well, we eat cheese, yeah. If you can have it in a cube if you want it in a cube.
Is it a done thing, like, Well,
cheese is a done thing, yeah. It's it's part of a staple part of the diet, Fenners.
I meant, within football terms. I've got a little bit of role play. Are you into that?
That makes me nervous. I'll be frank with you.
Okay.
But
No, it's
I'm
not
kinky as they come.
Yeah, all right. We're not on the bandstand now. So, what annoys you about a player? What would first half performance, right?
Good question.
What would annoy you? What would really get your goat to make you come in at half time and want to
because we've seen you go off. You go off.
Strip, yeah.
Excuses is first one. I don't want excuses. I've heard after 25 years in Sunday League, I've heard everything. So I don't want excuses, so don't give me them.
Can you give me some examples?
Examples of excuses?
Yeah,
I've had steel toe cap boots on at work, Steve. I've got a bruised big toe. Oh, have you? Right. Brilliant.
That actually worked.
That after you're 4-0 fucking down in the first 15 minutes and he's blaming steel cap toes, I said, I wish you fucking played in them. Fucking fuming. Excuses.
Yeah.
Turning up late winds me up.
Yeah.
Timekeeping. What that actually says to me is my time's more important than yours, Steve. That's what that says to me.
Yeah.
And it's same culprits week in, week out.
Why'd you look at me? Sorry, Steve. Why'd you look at me when you do that?
I was just looking and nodding for approval. I mean, your time. Yeah, no. Look, do you want to do this?
It's Steve's time.
Yeah.
What question? Excuses.
So all right, they're excuses. So I'm just getting to my role play. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to just. If you go with this if you want. If you're not feeling it, then don't.
I'm open-minded.
So. Jim's playing. Jim's rocked up on Sunday. Yeah, he's rocked up on Sunday. He's a good player. He's a solid 7 out of 10 every week, right? But his head's not in it at the minute for whatever reason. He's turned up late. He's late. The game.
Alarm bells are going off here.
The game's actually just about to start, and he's rocked up. He ain't got his shin pads, and then. He's got done on a set piece. He's not picked up. He's not tracking back, and you're 2-0 down, and and he's not really helping the cause. And now you're going to walk into the dressing room, Steve, and
listen up. I'm speaking to all of you, but in particular, I'm speaking to you, Jimmy. All right? What I'm wondering is, when I put in WhatsApp group postcode on a Thursday, 10 o'clock, S12, 4HP, whatever you want to call it, why you can't use a fucking sat-nav? Because continually, week in, week out, you're turning up with your shoulders on floor with excuse after excuse. And then what did I say to you? Keep it tight. Keep it tight first 15. And what do? You fucking let them waltz through you and we're 2-0 down. 7 days we've got in a week. 7 days. I spend 6 of them worrying about fucking you. And I'm starting to wonder whether it's worth anything at all. Maybe I should pack it all in, go to IKEA, go to Dunelm Mill. Let's go and buy some fucking reed diffusers with our Nicky. Because I'm telling you now, it'd be less stressful than managing you fucking shit house. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to go out in that second half and fucking apply yourself, all right? Yeah. And then we'll go to Royal Oak, I'll get you some cubes of cheese, and then we'll fucking talk. The end. Get out of here and get a fucking result.
I fucking love that. I love it.
Give him the job now.
As long as we get the cubes of cheese. Fucking hell, Steve.
Good.
Would you play for me, Jimmy?
I'd love to. I'd love
This is what
to.
we miss.
It's brilliant.
Because I've watched them Amazon documentaries, Sunderland Till I Dies,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, it's all fucking staged.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Arteta draw it like he's playing Pictionary in dressing room.
Does that wind you up? Does it?
Fucking wind me up. Says to Nicky, says, I can't watch this with you. You commentate on it. I says, Nicky, they're winding me up. She went, I'm going upstairs to watch Traitors. I says, all right, that's your choice. She got knocking with me and all because I'm fucking what he winds me up.
He's headed to cheese.
Wait till you see cheese platter he's getting in Royal Oak. Terry, I want fucking
all
that
kinds
garlic
of
French one they have. I want Red Leicester. I want Stilton. He don't think we have cheese in Sheffield.
No, I'm not saying that, Steve. I'm saying I played in the Teesside League, right? And you go to these social clubs afterwards, and you'd be having a drink, and then you look round, and there was like
I know what you mean.
loads of cubes of cheese.
To be fair, in your defence, Fenners, you've asked for the cubes of cheese. He wants a fucking seafood platter.
Yeah, there's a big difference. No, I asked if you'd done them.
We'll do you one. I'll do your fucking lobster, mate.
Yeah. You mean cheese with silver skin onions, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Oh, yeah.
Right, but
1980s buffet.
It's not on
Yeah,
a. No,
like
it's
old
not.
school.
It's not. It's not. It's not on a like a cocktail steak.
No, it's
It's
just
just
there.
cut into
They just
cubes.
cut it out
So,
in
so
the cube. That's
imagine,
what's
right?
done.
Imagine like cheddar cheese or red Leicester.
Red
right?
Leicester.
Like in a and imagine a cola cube. You know
Yeah.
what a cola cube is?
Yeah.
So it's a cola cube size of cheese.
I've come down here on a train to a fucking 20-minute conversation about Red Leicester.
But they're just
It's
on the bar.
unbelievable.
They're not even on a plate. There's just like someone's like, put them in the hand and like.
Yeah,
put 'em down.
where'd you sit with that? They put food up early at the bar.
On toilet once you
Old-
fucking ate all
Old boy Tom goes to the
urine-soaked
toilet,
cheese.
puts his hand around his cods, comes back and has a bit of shit.
I mean, yeah.
He does it all the time, Terry. Puts deep fried spam on bar. Deep fried spam.
love
It's
that.
nicer than it sounds.
Spam fritter,
And
yeah.
I'm saying to him, Terry, MOT makes a scrubby bastard. I've watched him in bogs and you're letting him fucking put his hands all over that. Oh, it's all right, we've done it years. I says, that's why everyone's got shits on a Monday morning, Terry. I'm fucking telling you. If someone from a lab went in, they'd find piss all over it.
Yeah.
But that's what happens, because I've had it before. Let me get on to this. Pressure.
Go on,
Can I
yeah.
work under pressure?
Yeah.
We're in 15 at Sheffield Sunday Imperial League. My dream's to get to Meadowhall Premier League. All right, we're struggling. You imagine what it's like walking into the tap room at Royal Oak FC on a Sunday afternoon when you've lost 5-0 and you've got MOT Mick or Firestick Dean mouthing off. And I can hear whispers. And I remember Cleaner coming up to me and said, Steve, I hope you win next week. I said, why? She went, they've done a dirty protest in the toilet. MOT Mick's pissed all of it. Fancy that, leaving Judith Cleaner to clean all that up. And I walked in, there were fucking piss everywhere. And in cubicle it had said Bracknall out in marker pen. And I know we've done it with Firestick Dean.
Why Firestick Dean? What?
Because he's got it in for me.
Yeah, but why is he called Firestick Dean?
Because I bought a fire stick off. I bought a fire stick off him. I'm not saying I put a untoward on it. It was just a fire stick. They're legal. And I rang him up. I went, Dean, that buffers. I said, that's fucking buffering. But our Nicky is trying to watch Orange is New Black, and that's fucking buffering. Well, it's no to do with me. I says, well, you were quick to take 60 quid off me, Dean. Not that. I don't know why Dean would take 60 quid off me, but a transaction took place. And now he's got it in for me. Always slagging me off. He's stopped coming to watch games. He's spreading nasty things in tap room. This is why I have to contend with. Protest groups, that's what it is. So when I see them at Old Trafford, I think, fucking hell, Glazers can separate the sense. They can sit in Chicago where they live.
Can't, no.
I can't. I've got to go and booze with these. Yeah. When I'm calling quiz out on a Thursday night, I'm getting heckled. It's heartbreaking.
That is different sort of pressure.
You can deal with that, though, can't you?
Well, yeah. And then, you know, since we've gone viral online, that's brought an whole wave of problems.
And how have you dealt with that? Because you have gone massive online. Seriously, you've gone massive. Has it been? Has it changed your life?
Whirlwind. Oh, nah. I'll fall in Asda, fucking mobbed. Nicky says, Steve, I can't come shopping with you.
Really? Is it like
honestly,
that?
It's like that up north.
But not down here?
No, got it on train.
Did
all
you?
right, Steve-o.
Really?
Up the Oak.
Yeah.
I'm in Dublin at weekend with Nicky. All right, it's spreading like, but it's about keeping grounded. I can't let Ed go now.
No.
But I know we're there to be shot at.
Yeah.
I've done podcasts before. I will get in there. You'll get it.
Yeah, what pod you been on? What pod you been on? Come on.
Under the Cosh.
Yeah, I know them two boys. Yeah.
This other kid still. I've only done 2. I don't. I don't flaunt me sen. Well, 3 now. This is actually. I don't want to flaunt me sen.
No.
But I got some right hammer in comments.
Go on.
Fucking hell, you've sunk low getting a fucking Sunday League assistant manager, and I thought, well, this is what. All right, let's talk about top 6 haulers live, shall we? Because I put that TalkSport on, and fucking hell, it's like 8th place don't exist.
Have you been on TalkSport? Yeah.
I went on 4 years ago when I got banned. I got a disciplinary. I ended up getting banned for 6 games because I had a fight with Brian Marshall from Nag's Head, and TalkSport picked up on it then.
Right, okay.
And I had to go on and explain me sen with that Mark Webster and Johnny Owen. And but I don't want to quote me said, but I said to lads when it went viral, proper viral, I went, we're there to be shot at now.
Yeah.
Because they're coming to Royal Oak, fucking up in the game. Like Man United in the 90s. Like Bullard when they come up, when FC Bullard come up.
Target on your back, isn't there?
There's a target on his back. And listen,
me,
I'm thick-skinned, Nicky. She goes balmy when she reads comments. Have you seen what they're saying about you? But I can't let it. If they let that creep in, then that.
Yeah, okay.
You're not an hard into nothing, like.
I want to go out and meet all these characters.
Well, you'll be more. They'll make you right welcome, Jimmy.
Really?
Right welcome. They love the football and a man like yourself. You played for Fulham, didn't you?
Yeah, I played for Fulham.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Did you ever meet a Fulham fan?
Yeah.
I've never met a Fulham fan in my life.
Have you not?
I've got a theory that they're like Coldplay fans. Coldplay fans and Fulham fans, you know they exist.
Yeah.
But I've never fucking met one.
Yeah.
Same with Tories. You know they're out there, but you've never fucking met
I'll
them.
get that with Coventry fans. I've never met a Coventry fan.
I know a Cov fan, old John Dawkins.
I was going to say the same. We're not
Loves
saying
it,
one.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Loves
How do
it.
you know Johnny Dawkins?
So there is one Coventry fan, we're not saying one.
Looks after Tom Grennan.
Oh, does he?
Big Royal Oak fan, not
Is he big Royal? Do I know?
Yeah.
I must
I've
know.
met him, yeah.
He's a big Royal Oak fan, is he?
Oh, early days. He went on to it early days. He said, Steve,
Really?
How
long have you been going then?
1997. Says it on badge.
Not that long, really?
Established
Wow.
1997.
So 20 years. No.
This is it. And they all said to, they're all commenting on Instagrams and TikToks. I think, do you think I'm a flashing pan? If it all ends tomorrow with this online stuff, it won't change me.
No.
I'll still be on touchline doing what I do. I bleed it. I bleed it like.
Have you ever been? Has it ever been close for your job finishing? Like someone else coming, taking over your gig, or you top of the tree? Like, is there anyone above you?
I've been under pressure. Like I said, when Firestick Dean and MOT meet were doing dirty processes, and I thought, is this time to step down? Maybe this is time. But if I thought the club could progress without me, I'd step away. I'm not.
Club's bigger than anyone.
The club's bigger than anyone. It's bigger than Bracknall. It's bigger than Samson. Bigger than Bob the Bucket. It's bigger than Carpet Dave. If someone came in with a 5-year plan and I were an obstacle to that, I'd move out of the way because that's what honourable man I am.
Okay.
Leave Sunday League football before Sunday League football leaves you.
But they laughed at. I got laughed at at Boozer when I said I were going to film games.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Who do you think you are? I was filming for 15 years before it went viral.
Really?
And then one video.
And what video? Yeah, why did...
I turned up and right back Parks, he looked like he got saucers in eyes.
Yeah.
He's like this. Left back stunk like a fucking Carling factory.
Yeah.
And I went barmy at him. And I'd Olivia had turned up. She pulled phone out. I didn't even know it was being filmed. And
bang. Went
never
off
been
from
the same
there.
since.
Mad, innit?
Mad.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to make a documentary. When I watched them net, I thought, this is sanitised crap, this. What we need in this country is to show roots. The pyramid is like that. Well, you know the shape of the pyramid. It's like that. Now, I don't know how Egyptians built it, but I'm guessing they fucking had quite solid foundations. Yes. Now, what we've done is, there's a lot of weight on top of it now. And we forgot about that bit. Buddy. I said to lads me when they weren't paying subs, I said, it's happened to Bolton. It happened to Buddy. Happened to Rangers. I says, if you're not fucking careful, bit Royal Oak. I says, I'm telling you now. It's in a rate, not grassroots football. But after watching that Manchester derby, might be the best thing that's ever fucking happened to us. They might want to invest in it. Because let's be frank, that were an absolute eyesore. And it has been for a while. It's about time we had an honest chat in this country about state of modern game.
Yeah. You think it's changed?
Oh.
Gone. Do you want it to come back?
You're supposed to improve things, not make it worse. It's an entertainment industry at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Would I rather see Pep Guardiola pass me to death? Or pass? I don't make it past second game now on a match a day. I stay up, I order a curry. Second game.
Gone.
It's gone.
This episode of FC Bullard is sponsored by Lost Lager.
I love this time of year when the sun's out.
Oh.
You know, coming towards the end of the season. All seems a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, you feel a bit summery, don't you? You know, like new wardrobe, maybe a nice new bright jacket, fresh trim.
You know, it also means as well, beer garden, going out of a group of your mates, have a few scoops.
Oh, now we're talking, Jim. And if we're talking lager, and let's face it, when are we not talking lager? It's got to be Lost Lager.
You know it, Fenners. There's nothing better than a nice, clean, fresh taste of Lost Lager.
It is very fresh. And you know, there's nothing better than getting home after a hard day's recording here at FC Bullard, cracking open a lovely can of Lost Lager and pouring it into your glass.
And once again, I've wangled a great deal for our FC Bullard listeners.
You absolute wangler.
Tell them how they get involved.
Just go to brewdog.com/FC-Bullard.
And that's where you'll find the best deal ever on Lost Lager.
Guys, we are in discussions, as you know, with Lost Lager to be the sponsors of our new away kit, which will be coming very soon. So the more of you that can use that link, the better chance we've got of getting that deal over the line. What's that link, Bully?
That's brewdog.com/FC-Bullard. Cheers. I'm trying to think, how can we get him involved with FC Bullard?
Well,
how do we make this work?
Let me just say, there's an elephant in room here.
Yeah, how can we
You've
make
already
it work?
appointed somebody.
We've got a manager.
As
Him, that Dorking FC guy.
Mark White. Yeah.
Mark White. What, have you seen a lot about him? What do you think of
seen
Mark?
him.
Yeah.
Could you work alongside him, do you think?
I share some philosophies with him, but is that north-south thing that could be a potential...
Yeah.
There's potential to clash there.
Okay.
But that's about integration and me meeting him and on neutral ground. We'll meet in Birmingham.
Yeah, we can
Talk about it. You know.
make middle of the
He'll
road.
not. He'll want me to come down here again.
No, Mark's a good boy. He'll come up there. Because we want you really bad. We want to do something with you. I think we get this game on.
Yeah.
Let's have a meeting. We'll get the game on. Then you can meet Mark. You can see what we're all about. And then we can just like try and get you in somewhere.
What we could do is, it's like a straightener, you know. Your team v his team, and whoever wins takes the helm.
Well, if we could have a proper ding-dong on Sunday League...
I think that's what we do.
Chris Wilder, Sheffield United manager, he started Sunday League. And I'll say one thing about Chris. His team were nasty and hard. But at full-time whistle, when he came off...
Sweet as a nut.
Shook hands.
Yeah.
He got forgot about, and it were left on pitch. If we can do that with Pirates, I think we can form a relationship.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
All right.
Brilliant.
But if there's a 12-man brawl in car park, we've got fucking problems.
Yeah.
Love it.
So,
Don't want me to go out of the room?
no, you're all right. Just
Let's see if we can bring in some air. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What do you think?
I agree.
You can't drink it like that.
No. So, Steve, thanks for your time. Thanks for taking your time out of your schedule to come down here today. And we think it's been a very, very productive. I mean, how do you think it's gone?
I've enjoyed it. It's fucking wham.
Yeah,
But that's,
that's London, mate.
that's World. I've seen it in World Cups when they go to South America. They got to adjust, haven't they? Anyway, I'm ranting. I thought it's gone all right. I've enjoyed your company. You're football men. You're proper football men. So I felt quite relaxed going into it.
Well, we think there's definitely scope to develop this and hopefully work together. Maybe it's going to be a hybrid working situation for you. Obviously not Sundays.
Can't do
not
Sundays.
Tuesdays.
Can't
That's
do
fine.
Sundays.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we respect that.
That's been noted.
You love the club. We love your club.
Clubs were Nicky.
Yeah, okay.
But we think there's something
More
there,
than
so-
that, we just, as FC Bullard, we want to see if we can do something with the Oak. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as clubs, can we come together
Let's
and
get
do
that.
something?
I
That's
think
what
we have to in modern world.
Let's get that game.
We
on.
have to stick together.
Got to collaborate.
Collaboration at bottom of pyramid.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how we're going to achieve his aims.
You up for that?
100%.
Get an event sorted.
100%.
We'll come up to you. You've come down here. We'll come up to you. And we'll get a night. You can meet Mark White. You can meet a few of the people we've signed in our football club. We've got a great team.
Sounds fantastic. to me.
Yeah? All right.
But honestly, you'll get VIP treatment, platinum service.
All right. Let's take it, eh?
Thanks,
Steve,
Fenners,
thanks,
mate.
mate.
Absolute honour. Thanks, Jimmy. Massive fan. Thank you very much.
There
Great
you go.
stuff.
Brilliant.
That concludes
Loved
today's
it.
episode of FC Bullard. Big thanks to Steve Backshall for coming in.
Bracknall. I don't know about dolphins in North Atlantic.